Who is it? That's Inspector Deck. Zarface, for those who don't know, is
esoteric and
Inspector Deck 7L. Zarface.
You right back.
Wow. Inspector Deck is a monster. You know, he's probably one of the first rappers to have comic book references.
Zarface. So Zarface. Why? You know what I'm saying? Oh, Zarface.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't care which way they want it. Only make up your mind.
Excellent. Zarface.
Maybe Zarface.
Zarface.
The one line you go sit your ass down like a marble head.
Another reason I love esoteric. And then if you didn't know what the references were,
Here we go.
New MF Doom and Zarface collab. Hopefully I said Zarface right.
Zarface, c'est MF Doom de nouveau.
Zarface.
Once again.
We're here with the gentleman of Zarface.
Yeah.
Do you prefer for one of you to be like...
What's up?
Zarface?
Bottom line, I'm only human, that's the deal. I want powers, but I'm not a superhero, so I steal. Yo, assemble your Avengers. If I
A little
wanted,
bit
I would
in a
take
minute.
it. Jack Iron Man for a suit and let them start naked. See, I'm a kleptomaniac, the prowler, I confess. I got sticky fingers like Spider-Man, so I don't rest, and I never freeze. I took the earth from Black Panther, left Asgard ass out when I shoplifted Thor's hammer. I could for thieving like a Peter Quill, even took his Walkman and jet set at his Zarface cassette.
Alright, we about to get started in a minute.
Then I got the Quinjet, Fry was even in yet. Scott Lang couldn't hang, I chin-checked an insect. Thanos tried to take me out, he should have gone for the dawn. That's a 5-finger discount for 6 stones. Listen,
I'll call the police. Do that.
steal. Then I hit them off. I got the.
I'll call the police. Do that. If you doubt my word, test.
Who's your favorite superhero? Well, cause I'll be out in Gotham, I'll be robbing him and robbing anyone can get it. When I pay them a visit, Hugh Jack, Wolverine from his claws for they can stick it. Pacifist, nah, no Danny went past the fist. I had to grip a couple shields, both captured nicks to crack some bricks. Gotta send a shot to Jack Kirby, cause it's actually a jack move and I jack this shit. Get my plans bulletproof like Luke Cage skin. And I left Deathstroke alone cause Deadpool robbed him.
Alright, y'all. So, as you can see, thank you for everyone coming in here. I kind of want to talk about this just for a little bit. I haven't really watched like any of an episode of Joe Budden Podcast. Well, I watched probably say one, but I'm not like a follower of it. I used to follow DJ Academics and them, and Joe Budden. I know him as a rapper, former rapper, and he talks about like hip hop news. I believe he had a very successful channel, and as you can see, the chemistry with him and Rory, I guess Pharrell, he was a gentleman that was on the show, I guess, on co-star, and then you had Mel Clay. So because of this, he decided to let go of his duties, and the result of that, the future of the show is uncertain. So podcaster Joe Budden has fired his co-hosts and friends, Rory, Pharrell, and Jamel McClay, according to social media posts and audio leaked online. Now, the former rapper, Love and Hip Hop star, has made the dynamics of the show main talkers or focus of recent episodes, as known about a recent Variety article expounding on the late April pod turned therapy session titled Shaking the Tree. Okay, so episode 437 of the popular Joe Budden Podcast, which counts nearly 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Okay, that's good. And it can also be heard on Apple and other audio platforms. The titular host is heard loudly berating Royal and Mal. If I can find that, I listened to it a little bit, so I'm see if I can go on Twitter and find that audio. But he was berating Rory and Mel as the co-host of the 6-year-old pod are known. Y'all will not continue to treat me this way. Y'all not going to continue to treat these people this way. Y'all take that effing dark energy, that arrogance and entitlement somewhere else. I say all of that to say we're going to do this since Rory feels like he has so many options. Somehow he still feels he's running the show. So he still feels like he has choices and options. He feels like he's entitled to more. Rory, you are in breach of your contract. And from this point forward, you are fired. You're not welcome back. So Mel, I'm the person that has to say that. Like, all of you think you are deserved the way that I am. Wow. And he said, I think Joe Budden, he tweeted saying, hell of a run, God bless. The Joe Budden Podcast is beloved by fans for tackling sensitive subjects within the Black community. And is getting to the weeds of the hip hop and basketball, but there were clearly dark clouds ahead when Rory and Mel were absent from a handful of the streaming productions' weekly editions. So though this specific business issues between Budden and his co-hosts were never aired on the podcast. Social media suggested that the equity and pay were the main issues for Rory and Mel, as each believed was an equal contributor to the success of the Joe Budden podcast. Could be. That could have been an interesting thing. So, like I said, we don't know like going into his contract how much he's getting paid. Because I know, I'm pretty sure like they generate 1 million subscribers and they have a heavy traffic Budden podcast. I'm pretty sure they're making like substantial amount of money, especially from the ads and YouTube and different sponsorships. So I'm pretty sure he work and converse with them like he's supposed to get a certain percentage of that money. And I think a lot of people was tuning in because Rory. I never heard of dude, but Rory's chemistry, I guess, his charisma and his personality on the show. But, things fall on behind the scenes, man, that we don't know. I'm going to try to see more if I can get some more information, like the leak audio. I think this is like a pretty huge thing. I can say from personal experience, like, when you're working for someone, and I'm just saying, what I'm thinking is that when you work for someone, right, it can be kind of tough at times, if you feel like you might be the star, you feel like, you have different ideas and options. And if you have someone like a CEO or a manager that can help back you up, and have you to execute these decisions I'm not saying Joe Budden was done there, but if you can help execute your decisions, you have different ideas instead of opposing them, man, then you'll create a greater chemistry and you'll actually be in a submissive role, or you'll be okay with that role that you are like, not only you're not the head, but at least you're contributing. You feel like you're contributing to the person who created the whole foundation. So, people, come and go. I think Joe Budden, he actually, even though he was berating them, they said, I think he stated that, hey, Rory, you can take your talent elsewhere. How about, you start your own podcast? This is pretty much a stepping stone. And pretty much, with all the technology that we have, we're all capable of doing that. We're capable of sharing information, being on a broadcast station. You can create a YouTube channel. And I don't know if Rory does that on his off time, So, but it's it's, I guess, for fans and stuff, like I said, I haven't watched them like daily like this, but I'm pretty sure as fans, that really tuned into this stuff, I'm kind of shocked by it and kind of like, a little upset about it. But at the end of the day, man, I can't say it's like greed and power, but that's why I always preach like, hey, man, create your own stuff, start your own stuff, man, but the thing is, at the same time too, you want to come to a point, especially as individuals, that, hey, how come we can just put all our talents in our groups? Like, if you, like, statistically speaks, that if a group of people is working on a project that has the same knowledge or have like a thorough knowledge of the particular subject that they're working on, they're more likely to get the job done, to get the task done, and generate a lot of success compared to an individual doing the same thing. So, two minds think alike, man. You'll be able to create a lot of things. And, I'm looking at the grand scheme of things is that, when you see people falling off, or I don't say falling off, just going their separate ways, or, just having, arguments and disagreements with one another, and they have an inability to resolve the situation, it's very discouraging, to the point that, dang, man, we can't really just work together. I remember it's an African proverb, like, many hands make great light work. So, at the end of the day, man, you want to at least, get into the chemistry of like, okay, well, yeah, we're going to argue. We're not going to think alike. We're not going to have this monolithic thought, but at least tackle the situations, tackle the agenda, and let's go ahead and execute. And this is how a lot of wars are won too. This is why the military is very organized, regardless of all the culture differences, political beliefs that you have, skin color, race, or creed, influences, but you're all destined to complete this one particular task. But just giving out content, in this case, giving out the content and entertaining a lot of individuals. Joe Budden, I believe he really rejuvenized his career. Don't get me wrong. He made some hits back then, but he want to be known as, take his, talents to as far as, speaking, having oral arguments with individuals. But at the same time, though, he's having that sense of the side, like, this is business, maybe create my own network, and I had to commend him for that. It's went on for 6 years. So I think I'm gonna play one of this audio, see what he say. Say he's violent, Rory. See if I can hear it.
Change the splits. Change the benchmarks. Hey, y'all go get a deal and bring it back. I'll take less. I'll take less. Not much less. Not much less. but I'll take less if y'all source it. Hey, y'all go get the advertiser and the integration. Hey, we talk about these deals all the time. You bring it, you eat different. I bring it, I eat different. You niggas ain't brought shit and got the nerve to have y'all fucking representation and ain't been around in 6 years, hit Ian phone about something. I won't say what I want to say, but y'all will not continue to treat me this way. Y'all not gonna continue to treat these people this way. Y'all take that fucking dark energy, that arrogance, and that entitlement somewhere else.
PTSD.
I say all of that to say, we gonna do this. Since Rory feels like he has so many options here. Somehow he still feels like he's running the show. He still feels like he has choices and options. He feels like he's entitled to more. Rory, you are in breach of your contract, and from this point forward, you are fired, and you're not welcome back. Does anybody in here have a problem that I'm the person that has to say that? No. Mo, I'm the person that has to say that. The gall of you to think that you are observing the way that I am.
Okay, well, there you have it. So it's, basically in a nutshell saying, you're entitled and you're in a breach of your contract. You are fired from now on. You're not going to treat these people this way. What I stated before. Damn, man, it is, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, but like I said, stuff like this happen, man. And like I said, I think with Rory, Mel, this situation here, a little knowledge that I have, but I was just saving a personal level. Just kind of hopefully, he saved his money and he can utilize, that asset and just, maybe he had fans, like I said, just, making the show popular. Because I think that's, they were stating he was making the show popular as well. So he could probably just take those fans and create his own podcast or create his own website if he wants to continuously to keep going and be a social media influencer. And, but like I said, the stuff like this is going to happen. But I think, you got to think about this too. This could be a blessing in disguise because maybe you can go ahead and just, create your own, network, create your own businesses and, just take your bad experiences and your good experiences and just evolve, and learn while you're creating your own destiny. So, and it's nothing wrong, man. I mean, this at the end of the day, this is something that, yeah, it can be hurtful at times because, something if you get into a routine and you set your lifestyle based on a particular franchise that you're associated with, but all good things, some things you might have to come to an end, but then you can use that as a stepping stone, as a, initial foundation, like, okay, well, let me go ahead and create something for myself, something that I can pass on to my children, something I have complete control of. And I think, that's what Rory and Mel do. And I'm not going to blame here because I don't watch the show that much. So I'm not going to bring in false information, but I'm not going to just sit up here and say, hey, Joe Budden is in the wrong for this. I'm going to continue to read According to the Root. It says business is good over here. Creative is good over here. The staff is good over here. The network is good over here. The sponsors are good over here. He snaps. You ends can audit. You ends can sue. You will lose. He continued, we sit here and talk about respect. But when are we going to talk about you ends have the same lawyer? Your lawyer has all these problems with the current contract. It's the same lawyer that made that contract. I don't play lawyer games, and I don't do well when people try to take advantage of me. See what they
Some
say.
reason was questioning me and friendship and my character. You was there. I was there. He was questioning my friendship and my character as someone that has overpaid him and overprotected him. Because I speak to academics. Because I did a live with academics.
Why are you not allowed to communicate with this man? I'm so confused with that whole thing.
And that was the same pod that I came in here and said, I was referencing Snowfall. I said, y'all want me to be mad at how another nigga talk? They both sat here and agreed. Yeah. No, nigga. That's what y'all doing. Rory thought that our friendship was in turmoil, and I didn't view him as a friend, and he couldn't view me as a friend because I may work with academics again in the future. We had a show that I think was one of the best shows ever made.
That's a great show.
And we have been getting offers for that show since I left that show. That's on us to do it tonight. He don't need it and I don't need it. Nobody needs it. Everybody's rich. Niggas is cute and rich. And vacated with fiancés. I wasn't that fortunate.
Anyway, so with the pigs.
Yeah, I vacated with my baby. I vacated with my baby. Fiancé just has a different ring to it. I still got my ring in the drawer, you know what I mean? But I'm saying he was questioning our friendship based off the fact that I may work with that again in the future. Mutual respect me and that guy. I'm sorry that the rest of the industry may feel differently about it. I've worked with him. I understand him. I get it. But that was a real bad pod the day that we recorded that when he was mad. And then Maul came in and Rory said, Maul, you know, Joe would work with academics again. And Maul said, yeah, man, but you already knew that. I didn't pay that no mind, that little exchange. But boy, was it important. These niggas been...
I gotta think of one more.
She is good over here. Business is good over here. Creative is good over here. The staff is good over here. The network is good over here. The sponsors are good over here. Everything is good over here. You niggas can audit. You niggas can sue. You will lose. Sorry that it had to culminate this way for me to say this. I wish y'all was here so I could say it to you. You're gonna lose. Ta-da! The fucking part I forgot to say the last part. We sit here and talk about respect. When we gonna talk about you niggas having the same lawyer?
Mm.
I didn't know that. They didn't tell me that. Nobody told me that. More than tell me, Rory. Nobody told me.
You found out.
When we gonna talk about that? The lawyer's the manager. The lawyer got all these problems with the current contract. It's the same lawyer that made the contract. I don't play lawyer games, and I don't do well when people try to take advantage of me. Sorry, you niggas gotta move now. Y'all both know me, y'all know how I give it up. You gotta go. Consult with your team, but your team gotta deal with me. At the end of the day, it's really me, it's him. It's him. I do this fun screaming stuff. My competition is my mentors. Not y'all.
Oh man, hell of a run. God bless. I mean, there you have it, man. I don't really have too much. Like I said, man, it's just a podcast, bro. I mean, stuff be happening, man, but that's Joe Budden, man. But you know, that's something he owns. That's something he wants to do. He made an executive decision. And to go ahead and you know, and just made a decision, man. He's like, hey, just get off my podcast. What's up, BMT? Appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you, brother, man. Yeah, we was just, you know, I was talking about this situation here. But yeah, man, I mean, this is why, you know, I always want to preach, like, it's nothing wrong going on other people's panels and, you know, and going, you know, under their wings. But at the same time, it's got to be coming to point. I feel like in the universe, be like, you know what, Rory, Mal, start your own stuff, you know. You have so much potential. I feel like as individuals and human beings, like we have so much to give to the world. It's either that you're going to define it or you're going to use it for good or you're going to use it for bad. And I mean, with this, I mean, this can be, I'm trying to look at the light of the situation for Rory. Like, it's not the end all for him. Like, he can use this like, okay, well, all right, cool, I'm fired. I mean, you know, put my bootstraps and, you know, put my pants on and go ahead and start my own stuff. And then many people will do it. And then you probably actually be just as successful or even more successful than Budden, you know, and then you can create and negotiate your own contract. So always be in the driver's seat. You know, this is where I kind of will actually understand. BMT says sometimes you got to let people go to grow. Exactly. Prime example, I'm glad that you brought that up. So BMT, prime example, I remember I was in, when I was working in the hospital and I was there for like 3 years at the time. You know, I was doing the same stuff, making the same kind of money. I mean, it was making 25 cents, you know, every year and increase. So I was making about 11 something an hour. And I remember my manager, she used to, you know, talk to us because she was always mentoring us. She always wanted to get us out of our comfort zone, get us exposed to different doctors or different programs to help us get where we need to be. If we were going to school, she tried to help us get us grants. I mean, she was a very great manager, I'd say, as far as corporate level. And if you really wanted to do something, she will help you get there. And she actually did mentorships, and she actually still do that to this day. You know, she teach you how to garden, like teach you agriculture, farming. She's a really good person, man. And I remember one time, you know, I just thought she was picking on me at one time because she used to ask me, like, when we have these quarterly meetings, so every 2 or 3 months, and she'd say, like, hey, you know, hey, Ronnie, man, so what's your plans? You know, are you planning on staying here? Are you trying to move up, get promoted, or you know, doing internships, trying to go to school? And then, you know, I used to say, nah, I'm just saving money, and it's nothing wrong with that. No, I'm working the job, so I'm trying to save money and, you know, and just see where it goes. But she was like, okay, that's good, but at the same time, you know, just, you know, remember the job that you're at right now, you got so much potential. It's not wrong with this job, but for you, as your youth, she said, if I was you, you know what I'm saying, try to get into school, or I would try to get out of my comfort zone and be exposed to different ventures. That's what she said. And I used to think like, dang, you know, a manager telling me, you know, I was always just used to, you know, manager telling you what to do, just do this, do that, and go home. But she was very invested in my future. And when I actually sit back, you know, put my pride aside, I was like, you know what? She was like, yeah, she's like, I don't want you being here, you know, 3 or 4 years from now, you still at the same position. You know, she was like, you know, go to school, like, you know, learn something else, like on the side, you know, and everything. It's good that you're making money, but don't be stuck, and you gotta grow. And I always respect her for that. And I, you know, I wrote my resignation letter and I joined the military. But yeah, man, like sometimes you got to look at this like, okay, well, I mean, stuff like this happens, man. Remember, life is a blur, bro. Like, we're going to be on this earth for a temporary time. Just do as much as you can. I just feel like as individuals, we're not meant to be under someone's wing for the rest of our lives. And this can be a great learning lesson for a lot of us. So I'm not going to sit up here, you know, I'm not having to look at any other YouTubers, but I'm not going to sit up here and do this and say, oh, Joe Budden is in the wrong. Actually, Joe Budden probably see potential in Rory. He probably does. I mean, you know, according to the audio, I mean, he probably thinking like he's belittling him, but he probably like, listen, man, all this negotiation, all this contract and this money, look, bro, you've been in here for a while. Time to do something else. Just do something else. Here's a settlement, some money that you get started, and I'll support you. But in the long run, bro, I can't have you be here like this, you know. So, and I understand, like, as a podcast, you're gonna need people to make a podcast. Yeah, you need people. You need like a support system. I get that, but at the same time, though, you are in control of your own future. At the end of the day, like, if I had somebody under me, I'd be like, look, bro, do what you got to do, man. Like, you can be with me for 5-6 years, but eventually I'm gonna help you get where you need to be, you know. BMT, hey, what up, Mud? What up? I'm gonna put the link in the I might put the link in chat. I might be this might be an open chat. I might put it. BMT says she saw what you couldn't see in yourself and pushed you out the nest. Exactly. And, you know, and that's why I respect her so much. So she's no longer there anymore. But at the time, I was just looking like, I was like, more like, why she keep, you know, every 6 months she keep checking on me? Why she care about my well-being? I'm here just trying to make this money and stuff. But at the same time, you know, what I realized is that she said, do not be in a position, you know, don't work somewhere just for money. Don't work somewhere just because, you know, you're comfortable. She said the craziest thing and the most disturbing thing about mankind is conformity. If you guys listen to Earl Nightingale, right? He's old, but this was like in the 1950s on Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. He actually mentioned him, but he was just saying, like, you know, what's wrong with man today is that they don't think. Meaning is that, you know, subconsciously, you know, if you go around and ask them, you can ask somebody, average person, why do you wake up in the morning? 9 times out of 10, they're gonna say, well, everybody wakes up in the morning. Well, gotta go to work, gotta go to school. I just got stuff to do. But if you ask them why you're doing it, you know, they might stumble upon it. You know, they might say just the way of life. So they don't have like a definitive reason what they're doing. And I feel like, you know, I'm looking at this situation here where Rory, I'm looking like, hey, Rory, like, bro, just do something else, you know? And this is actually a win for him. This will be a win. Yeah, I mean, you might not get that security, but no job is secure. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, you can do all contracts as you want. Like, things can happen, bro. You can get injured. You can get, I mean, life is going to happen. But at the same time, are you able to, you know, realize the situation and resolve it, you know, the best way as possible for your interests? Like, I feel like as man, we're meant to build. We're meant to create. We're meant to do things not on our own, but at the same time, create something that's going to last for many generations. It's good to be under a man for a little bit, but that's not your whole primary goal and task. And I feel like what God had in mind for Rory, whatever he's religious or not, is that, hey, brother, maybe I want you to start your own TV show. Maybe I want you to, be a director of a movie. Like you know what I'm saying? Like things can actually be good for your downfall. I remember some homegirl, she got fired from a job that I was working with. And then, it sucked at one point because, she lost that security. She don't got that consistent paycheck coming in. But, she got herself together 3 or 4 months later and she, making more money than she was doing. And then she built her confidence up. So like I said, man, a lot of stuff is going to happen. You can always get another job. I don't care what the economy is. You always can get another job, bro. Yeah, I got you, BMT. I'm going to put the link in the description, man, because I want to see anybody can come in here, bro. Anybody can come in here. Give me a second. Let me see. But yeah, man, I just wanted y'all thoughts on here, bro. Yeah, anybody can come in here, man. You know what I'm saying? We just can have a discussion. We talk about anything, really. But I just really find this interesting here, man. I can't really blame Joe Budden on this, man. I mean, like I say, he's doing what many employers do. It's the harsh reality, but it keeps us growing at the end of the day. You got to keep growing. You got to keep pushing. You got to go through the wilderness. And I think at the end of the day, man, it's going to be beneficial to your own good. But, I think this is this is a many learning lessons, man, for us content creators, creativity. It's going to be, you're going to fall out with different people. But at the same time, I feel like you'll get a lot more respect when you do your own thing. It's like when you're living with your parents, right? Yeah, you live with your parents. There's nothing wrong with that. They love you and stuff. They'll take care of you. But after a certain amount of time, you keep being over there. It can be toxic in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So it can be toxic in a relationship. And you like, damn, like, when is he going to move out? Like, then they're going to start treating you like you can't do anything. And now it's hindering your growth. And then you guys are clashing. So it's always to get out the nest, do something else. This is just the political world. This is the business world. A lot of this stuff is going to happen. So I think this is a W for Rory. And I don't know if anybody on YouTube is criticizing Joe Budden, but it's his show. It's something that he created. He can do whatever he wants. He can do so many replacements. So, but what's up, BMT, man? What's up, Ugma? What's going on, guys? I didn't know you guys was gonna come in. I appreciate you guys coming in. Just want to talk about this briefly. But yeah, man. Like I said, in a nutshell, we're gonna go to BMT, then Ugma. But I just want to say this. Yeah, man. I just think it's a win for Rory, though. In a way, I don't think Joe Budden is the bad guy here. Because from personal experience, you got to grow, eventually. And I think this is a wonderful golden opportunity for Rory to do his own thing. But so I want you guys to start. Welcome to the show, BMT. Welcome to the show, Ugma. Appreciate you guys coming in. How you guys doing?
Yo, what's going on?
What's up?
How you doing?
Good.
Yeah, no, I think this is a good conversation. You beat me to it, but I definitely had to come through and sit with the homie on this one. I'm not a big fan of Joe Budden.
Mm-hmm.
But however, I do respect his work ethic because it's something that he himself built, and you can't take that from him. From his rap career to him, one of the first rappers to actually do podcasting.
Mm-hmm.
That was him. And looking at it now, where he's even on TV. Well, he was on TV called State of the thing. It's something with him, Remy Ma, and two other. I don't know who those people are, but he was on that show, and that was on that was the State of the Culture. Excuse me. Thank you. So he's done quite a bit. And the thing about it, he's been bounced around from different TV shows and stuff like that. There's stuff around. So he's been around. One of the biggest things about it is always trying to find that next big lick to grow.
Right.
And sometimes you have two types of people. One, you have it where some people rather keep their people under them to make it seem like they have a following or numbers, versus where you'll have it where, let's say, I know you have that potential, which is interesting because Joe talked about that a lot, about why he had a lot of issues with Eminem and a lot of the group I had the potential. If you think about it, he said, I had the potential. It's just that whenever I wanted to shine, I always had to play the second or third fiddle.
Exactly. Yeah,
So,
I remember saying that.
So this is very interesting about this character because he's like, yo, like he saw it where his, and now and I hear it, him talking to his friend. He's like, yo, like he probably tried to do it the nice way the first time and saying like, hey, bro, when you gonna try to do something else? You know what I'm saying? When you gonna try doing your own podcast or, try doing your own little thing, Spotify or something like that? I'll put in a good word for you, and you can get it popping yourself. And some people won't go. Like you can look at it with that 51 jumper with Corey Holmes and all of them and other stuff. Sometimes people see the signs and they'll still stay. Versus other times people will say, you know what, maybe I should go. But then you'll have it where some people will knowingly push you out the nest, like how your manager did, and say, yo, like this is not it for you. Like,
bro, but
go higher.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It was that tough love, man, because and these conversations is hard to speak on because I was just like, when you're so comfortable in doing something, and other one, you probably can relate, man. When you comfortable doing something, man, it's hard to like, just get out of that, that zone and try something new because your mind is like, okay, I'm afraid of failure. I'm afraid like, what about this gonna happen? I don't have the security blanket. But at the same time, though, like your parachute will never open. Even though I don't agree with everything. But Steve Harvey, he even said that he was like, if you want to be successful, you got to jump. You know what I'm saying? But when you jump, you know what I'm saying, you're going to tear your back on that cliff. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get some bumps and bruises. You know what I'm saying? You might feel like you want to die, but eventually your parachute will open. But if you don't jump, you will never understand. You know what I'm saying? So you will never soar at the end of the day. So it's especially getting out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, for sure. Like there's like no growth in the comfort zone. Like sometimes you just gotta like carve your own lane, pursue that, create your own platform. And I think that's when you like really make like a footprint because like I can understand his position. Like you're on a popular podcast.
Yeah.
You have people liking you, this and that. But at the same time, like you're not the star of the show. You know what I mean? And like it's gonna be hard to transition from that if you don't have anything set up for yourself. And so I don't know, it's interesting. I think it'll be like a time for him to figure out what his potential is and go do something else. And I think it's good for the show too, honestly.
Gotcha.
I wanna put it out for one of his podcast rival, Charlamagne the God, right?
Yeah.
And for Charlamagne is known for controversy. For definitely saying a lot of things to ruffle people's feathers. And when you look at it with Charlamagne and DJ Envy and Angela Yee, Charlamagne's the only one who has separate podcasts that he went off and go did. Separate things. Versus the other ones are all predominantly banking everything on what? The Breakfast Club. See what I'm saying? Same thing for Joe. When everybody else was just staying in the comfort zone, well, if I stay close to Eminem, Joe Budden was like, the heck with that. I'm going to go try my luck. And yeah, he took a lot of ridicule. He got roasted. People have said things about him. However, he terraformed himself to stand the test of time.
All right.
So now he became a prolific voice in the hip hop community where people listen to him. Because if you could take a roasting from Eminem and all kind of other people, and they do listen to him, then you pretty much can handle anything else. And sometimes you have to go through, like how you're saying, Young Link, you got to go through jumping out with that parachute and taking those bumps and bruises that getting hit on your back. You have to go through that until your parachute actually extends and you find your way.
Yeah.
And we've all been through that whenever it came to somebody saying like, yo, mom, you keep upping the rent. Or, I'm just going to have to move out. Or the job is getting harder and harder where you want to stay, So either A, you can stick with the abuse, or you can say, hey, it's time for me to go. And for some of us men and some women, we've had to do that, where we've had to just go our own way. And we had to take that type of thing. Especially as a man, sometimes you have to format your own design if you actually truly want to be successful. So him pushing Corey out, and yeah, he had to give him that thing where I had to punch you, I had to beat you up and kick you out. To understand, let you know this is a competition. This is a competition. Like, either you want to keep on being the punching bag, or you're gonna start getting up there and, like Joe told him, like, I'm trying to take the spot of my predecessor. Just like a father and a son. A son wants to catch up to the father and say, yo, like, Dad, look what I did. I caught up to you. Now what? I'm my own man. So when he was saying that to Corey, he's like, listen, like, I brought you in, but you can surpass me. You can beat me. It ain't nothing personal, but this is the entertainment business. It you know what I'm saying? You got to be hungry to get to the top. And sadly, a lot of men, and I'm about to stop, a lot of men ain't hungry like that. They're comfortable. They're comfortable. They're wanting another man to feed them. And even Jesus said at his own self, like, listen, y'all trying to follow me, but sooner or later, y'all going to have to go on your own. I'm not going to always be here. So every man, sooner or later, going to have it where they're going to have to stand on their own. So that's just a fact of life. You know what I'm saying? And I always encourage every other young brother and content creator, like, yo, bro, like, at some point, we're not going to always agree. I don't always agree with Young Link. I don't. But I respect him because he's like, yo, like, this is my stance on it. And then I give him my stance on the different content. But I see the brother growing. And I respect that because he's fighting his way to that level.
I agree. I'm gonna say a little bit more than Ugma, you can time in, but yeah, I agree with that. And it goes back into the why when people don't have that motivation to do it. And like I said, man, it can come from many things. Self-development is extremely important. You gotta understand, like, okay, well, what am I capable of doing? What can I do to contribute? And it's like I said, it's not the wrong in shadowing somebody, but yeah, when you have to eventually carve that way, you're gonna have to do it, because I think regardless if you have made success or you're doing, carving your own path, it's what builds you. It's the relationships. It's the learning experience, and God will actually bless you because you actually going out your way to do something. So I always believe that when you do good things, right, the good things are stored in your heart. It's gonna come back to you tenfold. And so that's when the motivation that kind of keeps me going. Like, the experience that I live, just not knocking anyone who's still living at home, but same time, it was kind of hard for me to move out at first. But then again, I realized it's like, as I'm getting older, I have to get these experiences. I have to go out here and create these relationships with other individuals if I want to get to the next level, But Ugma, you got anything?
No, I think pretty much everything that needed to be said's been said. I kind of have the same sentiment, I guess you could say. Okay.
Yeah, it's been kind of, that's what I'm saying. It's been kind of, like I said, difficult at times though. But like I said, man, you're gonna fail. Like, it's all right, But just keep getting back up, and eventually you will get there. It was just a picture. I know you've seen like a meme. It was a gentleman. He was he was trying to get that diamond, man. He was digging. He only had to dig one more time, man. And then the diamonds was right there, but he ended up turning away from it. So it's all about being consistent, man, and persistent. Anything that you do, So, and because I know you friends with UBM. Shouts out to him. UBM, like, he being consistent with his music. You know what I'm saying? So. And I'm pretty sure at first it was hard. He had to learn the FL Studio. He had to learn all of that stuff. And then he got to promote it. He got to learn marketing. And then he got to see, if people like his stuff or not. It probably was uncomfortable for him to actually promote his music because he probably like, dang, well, people who clown me, can I receive criticism with people saying, yeah, your stuff sucks? Or can I, or I'm putting all my all into this music. and I believe he makes great music. But I'm just saying, if he put his all to his music and stuff like, am I getting the traction? I'm working all day, all night, and I'm only, I'm not getting as many views or followers. Would I still continue to, be consistent with it? So it's all that stuff, man. But I really feel like, good things will always happen if you continue to do what you're, supposed to do on this earth, But yeah, that's what I have on that.
I think one of the things about it is like one of my biggest things is I was afraid to touch success alone.
Mm-hmm.
I was afraid to touch success alone. And what I mean by that is a lot of people say, well, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody talks about being a leader or, being like actually being successful. But one of the things that people don't understand, like when you're actually running the race to win, when you're in your lane, you're by yourself. You're running that. You're running. Nobody's moving your legs. Nobody's feeling your heartbeat. That's just you motivating you to keep going. And the thing about it is sometimes some people can't ever see themselves winning that race. You know what I'm saying? Some people just can't see themselves, and I got to give a knock. Some people can't see themselves going without Kevin Samuels or other content creators. Like if they say something contrary to that or go against that, they feel like they'll fall out of line. This is why a guy like Kevin Samuels can go on the Joe Budden podcast because he's not afraid to go alone in his own direction. This is the same reason for Joe Budden. A lot of men talk about that alpha stuff, but see, do you understand that kind of ideology of an alpha that at times you will have to go at things alone? If you truly believe in your soundtrack or your music or your podcast or what skill set you have, you got to be willing to go at these things alone. Whether people may agree or disagree or say, "Nah, man, I don't know." Okay, I get it. You ain't feeling that track,
right?
But I am, and I believe this is the hit. And we've seen it happen where, like Kanye, he took everything he had and he went there to Rockefeller Nation. He got turned down many times, but he kept on pushing. You know what I'm saying? Until he made it. These are the stories we hear about the winners, but you don't understand the winners have to at some point go at it alone. And so Joe telling Corey that, hey, like, listen, man, like, you want to get to that next level, which I know you can be, just like Young know he could have been, just like I had other great people tell me I could have been, and just like the brother right here, you're gonna have to understand that sometimes we have to have like a eagle likes to put thorns on the nest to force the hatchling to jump out of the nest. And sometimes you have to do that with your own people. I love you, brother, but you gotta understand at some point you gotta get the hell out of my car. You gotta go get your own car. I can't keep taking you to work. I love you, sis, but you know what? I can't keep bailing you out when it's time when you got bills. Sometimes you're going to have to go without a few meals. And we do it out of love, but sometimes they have to suffer to get to that next level. So that's why I feel like a lot of men, they see it as Joe Budden's the bad guy because they're used to being coddled. Joe is not a coddler. He's the person that, I'm gonna push you out. I'm gonna push you out and force you to have to make those hard decisions.
Exactly.
And he did break. And I think, Young, did he break him off or give him some money when he fired him?
According to ours, I don't think so. When I was researching,
how much is the guy Corey worth? I'm pretty sure the guys that were on this podcast, they were getting sponsorships and making some money.
Yeah, they were making pretty amount of money, man. Let me see. Should be worth a few mil. I'm trying to figure that out. Rory Farrell, right? right. See. Okay, and so they said estimate between $1 million to $5 million. He has made such amount of wealth from his primary career as a music producer. Okay,
There you go.
1 to 5. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, he got the means and he got the popularity to do it. You just yeah.
So look at that right there. He already has the algorithm. He's already seen the blueprint.
Yeah,
he can literally go fix him up a little studio, have up and coming artists come in the studio, and he can do interviews right in there with them. And he also can have them make their music in there. He got everything he needs.
Who is Whoop?
It's not like he's hurting with money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, like I said, he can hold on, I think I got someone coming in.
Yo, what up, bro?
Oh, what up, man? For a minute, I thought you was a troll, man. I was about to say, hey, I got the time for it. I was about to hit that kick the studio button in a minute.
Hey, what's up, Ugman?
Yo, what up, UBM?
Hey, this is this my boy UBM, man. I appreciate you coming in here. But yeah, BMT, I'm gonna have you talk in a minute, UBM. I appreciate you coming in here. But yeah, man. Like I say, yeah, he's worth $1 to $5 million. But and it's funny too. This is perfect time. UBM, we've been talking, right? You know, I think you made some videos about like start your own stuff, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing wrong being under somebody's wing, right? But at the same time, eventually, as a man, you're gonna have to venture out and showcase your talent if you want to be, that number one guy, And so basically, we was discussing like, is Joe Budden a bad guy here? So I want to know your thoughts. Like, is Joe Budden wrong for firing Rory, or is this like a blessing in disguise for Rory to be independent?
My thing is, I mean, he's not. I mean, I can't really say whether or not he's wrong or not. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know these people personally, and at the end of the day, it's his platform. If he wants to get rid of some people, if he feel like some person is difficult to work with, he has to do what he has to do. But my problem with the shit, in my opinion, I think he should have probably handled this privately instead of like broadcasting the world. Because like actual professional people, like when they fire somebody, they do it privately. They don't like, I feel like he could have handled it professionally instead of like blasting him, publicly. But in my opinion, I mean, at the end of the day, I always preach this all the time, man. You gotta start your own shit. And see, me personally, I knew this day was coming because I mean the tension was there. They was bumping heads, like they was having disagreements. So I can relate to that because I used to be on panels like that. But like I said, man, you just gotta start your own shit. You just gotta start your own shit. So like if you have a disagreement or you have a falling out, just do your own shit. Run your own platform, pretty much.
Yeah, I got you too. Yeah, and it's one thing too. Like I understand it could be things like dang the money situation. I get it why people don't want to do it because it is a lot of risk. Don't get me wrong. As far as like dang, you invested in a certain amount of money. What about it doesn't work out? Can you get that money back? Are you able to sustain yourself and still pay your bills on time? Because when a lot of people go to jobs because it's that consistent paycheck, right. And so they like, okay, it's a routine, as humans, for the most part, we don't like confusion in a way. We don't like stuff to be altered too much. So we like, okay, I know I get paid every 2 weeks, right? So I'm gonna use that money to pay this certain amount of bills that's due. But if I don't have this particular job, how can I sustain my lifestyle for, this certain amount of time? So, I mean, I get the psychological thing of that,
Yeah, I do agree. Owning a business is not easy. Like people always talk about owning a business shit, which is cool. You should own a business, but they don't talk about the pros and cons, like what type of steps that you have to do to own a business. One, you have to have a lot of money. Two, you have to have a lot of support. And 90% of independent businesses, sometimes a lot of people don't support them. A lot of people always talk about, oh, black people should own this. Black people should own this and own that. But how is black people going to own something you ain't going to support it, So it's like,
yeah.
Well, I do agree. We should own businesses, but I can see why some like an average person would be comfortable working for somebody because shit, they don't have to worry about putting money together. Because like I said, starting a business is not easy. You got to have a lot of money. You got to have a lot of resources. And then on top of that, when you own a business, you're going to be working twice as hard whether you working as a regular job. A regular job, you can just clock in, whether it be part-time, full-time, you can clock in, clock out. Like a business, you probably got to work a lot of days. You got to work a lot, and then you got to pay people. So it's like, and then you got to keep the electricity going. You got to pay for the electricity bill, especially if you're owning a building and you're employing people. So it's like, it's pros and cons, man. But I just say, like, if you are working a regular job, just save all that money up, and then like when you have the money to, bounce, do that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did with my last job. Took advantage of the 401k. It's just retirement. While you're employed to a business and stuff. And so then that money helped out, tremendously. I used to for emergencies and stuff like that. And I do encourage, like I say, if you can't start a business, at least invest in the one. Like stocks, little things like that. I'm always a good advocate in that. At least have some type of ownership of something. I think that and that's good. Like because even if you can't start a business, like I said, invest in someone that's starting a business, and then you can probably receive dividends or some type of revenue from that. You can create connections through that way while you're still working a regular job. So this ain't a knock to anyone who work a 9 to 5, because I work a 9 to 5, in the service, but at the same time, it's like, at least let's try to push for some type of independence, because when stuff like this happens, it just goes to show you, like, especially when we're still going through this pandemic, right? In 2020 last year, many people lost their jobs. They thought they were, secure. People who was working there for years. Now a lot of businesses had to downsize. So it's really no security anywhere.
Exactly.
All you have
I was one of them.
Oh, okay.
I was one of them. Shit. But I ain't gonna go into details about that. But I mean,
Okay.
people be thinking like, shit, I'm secure. Oh, this job is gonna last, and then the pandemic hit, you get laid off, and you're next thing you know, you're collecting unemployment.
Yeah, and you don't know how long that's gonna last you. So it's a tricky thing, man. I just feel like in this world, like you gotta always have your options. Always have options. And this is why I feel like that's why you're being creative. You're just focusing more on your music, because you feel like your music. You believe your music is going to pay off one day, and it's going to sustain you for the rest of your life, which is good.
Exactly. You gotta see, that's the thing, bro. I mean, YouTube is cool, making videos is cool, podcasting is cool, but you gotta have a plan B. Like, let's say if YouTube shuts down tomorrow, because YouTube ain't gonna last forever. Pretty soon, a fucking site's gonna come and take over. So you always gotta have a plan B. Like, you don't want to just have one thing you're doing. Like, vlogging is cool, but you want to do multiple things that's going to expand your horizon. And so that's what I do. I mean, me personally nowadays, like, I do YouTube videos every once in a while, but I just don't be having the energy and the dedication to really do videos as much anymore. Nowadays I'm making beats. Me and my homie, we're in Discord. We're making beats. We're collabing. That's where I'm at right now. This YouTube shit, like, every once in a while I'll pump a video if I have an idea or a topic to discuss, but nowadays I don't really care for this YouTube shit, because like you can't say what you want to say nowadays. It's too much. It's too much fucking censorship. You got the issues, taking over and making their rules and fucking enforcing shit. The issues, they think they slick, but it's just a lot of shit, man. So it's like nowadays I don't, if there's a video in mind, I'll come and make it. But nowadays I just make the music.
Yeah. I was getting into I'm trying to get into filming. Actually, my father-in-law gave me a camera to test with it. It's kind of cool. So just how to work it, trying to get in little things like that. That's like a trade for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, learn how to film, like, different short films, short movies. I'm using YouTube, listening to people on YouTube as educational purposes. And like, well, I mean, because I love to do that stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's something I love to do. I love to talk about things. I love to, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, you love to do music. I'm pretty sure Ugma's things that you love to do. I mean, if you can find a way to patronize that, bro, that's freaking wonderful. You know, like, cause like, okay, so like, so you be on like, so you pretty much make music all the time, right? Like, does it feel like a job, or does it something like, you know, do you feel like accomplished? Like you don't mind putting 6 or 7 hours in doing it?
It mainly depends. I mean, to me, it could be both. But I mean, most of the time when I make music, I just make music because I do it because I love it, and you know, I want to collab, you know, with different producers and different artists, and like just try to get the shit out. Because like I said, tomorrow's not promised, man. Like, and I talk about this all the time in my videos. Like, you really don't have a lot of time as you think. Like, people think, oh, because I'm 20 years old or I'm 22 years old, that I have a lot on this planet, and that's not the case, man. Us black people are dying at a rapid rate, and tomorrow's not promised. So, you know, my motto is, you know, use your time wisely. You know, and that's why I respected Tupac, man, because Tupac, man, that dude died at 25, and he sat in the studio all day making music. Because he knew, like, bro, he could go any moment. So it's like, make an impact now while you can. Make the legacy while you can, while you're still here, man. And I just feel like a lot of people need to be on that mindset, because it's like people really think they have all this time on earth, but, you know, you could be gone tomorrow, next week, or the month after. So you just got to really use your time wisely and be consistent.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, you're right too. Probably when you say, you know, his music will always live forever, and that's the deal. People still talk about. He's one of those artists that will never be forgotten, you know. And yeah, man, that is important, man. I mean, that's what I want to get to as the youth as well, man. I know it's nothing wrong, like I said, you know, partying, doing things like that. Of course, you got to relax and enjoy yourself. Don't take things too seriously, but you know, at the same time, too, yeah, what you're gonna be remembered of. I remember somebody. I said this on YouTube. He said, what they gonna write on your obituary? You know what I'm saying? Like, what have you accomplished? You know, what have you done? You know,
exactly.
Yeah. So I get it.
Yeah, man. That's the way I look at it, man. I'm just trying to be consistent. I'm 22 years old. I'm about to be 23 this year. Like, September is not far from May. So it's like, you know, time is going quick, bro, and that's like I gotta get this shit popping right now.
Yeah. So how long you been at your music, man?
I've been making beats since 2015, man. I've been like originally when I was younger, I wanted to be a video game designer. I wanted to make video games because, you know,
that's dope.
Back in the days, man, I used to play nothing but video games nonstop. Xbox, PlayStation, and then like over time, like, you know, I was already listening to music, but I wasn't listening to music religiously until like about 2014, 2015. You know, once I started listening to Mobb Deep heavy, like I was listening to Mobb Deep before, but I wasn't listening to the music heavy. Like I started going back to their discographies, like the infamous Hell on Earth, listening to MF Doom, listening to Tupac, listening to Outkast and Jay Dilla and Kanye and just different artists. Because like I said, when my mom was alive, you know, my mom and dad, they would play music like in the car with me. But see, at that time, like I liked music, but I wasn't really into it heavy until like as I got like 15, 16, 17. I got into music. I got into music like super heavy, and I just wanted to be a producer.
MF Doom. Yeah, he was a huge influencer. Speaking of MF Doom, I know you listened to that new album, Super What?
Oh no, I haven't heard it yet, and that's really crazy. I have not heard the MF Doom project yet because I've been pretty busy lately. I'm about to be getting a job soon, and I just been working on my music, so I ain't really had time to listen to MF Doom's project. I know he has an album out, but I ain't had time to. But I listened to that new Sideshow album, and that album is fire. That new Sideshow album is dope. You should check it out.
I'm gonna check that out. Yeah, okay. Yeah, man. I was listening to like him, Scarface. I know Scarface that has 7L. There's 3 people. I didn't know that. I was like, oh, 7L, Rest Spread, and then you have Spectre Deck. I was like, okay, so they playing this character. It was dope, man. I enjoyed it, but yeah, you will like it, man. MF Doom was a huge influence, though. He was one of those rappers that was really well respected to the point that you can be yourself and still be cool,
Right.
And that's why I enjoy it, man. But yeah, man, that's good, man. We pretty much got like kind of the same inspiration. I kind of like that too, because just being consistent every single day. I was kind of experienced like what O'Shea do Jackson, every single day, just putting out content, making music, do what you got to do. Because you never know, man, it's gonna be that big break, man. You never know who's watching, you never know who's listening. So that's like one of the beauty of content creating.
Right.
So, and like I said, man, it's a really a wonderful thing, man. It's a blessing. But I feel like when you have the ability to do your own stuff, man, you have man, it's just so much freedom, in a way, man. And you can
exactly. Can nobody tell you shit? Can nobody fucking let's say you have a different opinion, can nobody fucking tell you, oh, you gotta think like me. If you don't think like me, you can't worry about nobody telling you what to do. You can't worry about nobody talking over you. Bro, when you have your own platform, your own podcast, you get to do what the fuck you want to do. You get to speak how you want to speak, and you get to think how you want to think.
Yep. And that's how it works, man. The sovereignty, man. So yeah, man, but I'm proud of you, man. I hope you get the job and stuff like that. Keep grinding, man. I've been seeing you doing stuff. I'm gonna share more of your content too. Yeah,
man. Because when you finish, I'm trying to get my words right. When you finish live streaming this video, I'm gonna upload this clip of us talking on my channel. So I'm gonna definitely support you, bro. So and I've already shared the video on my community tab.
Yeah,
so
appreciate that.
Yeah, man. So if you need support, whatnot, bro, I'm always here for you, bro. You have been a really, really solid dude. You haven't been one of those dudes that have screwed me over. You haven't been one of those dudes that had talked down on me. You've been a really solid dude, and I respect everything about you, man. You're a solid dude, man. And keep being a solid dude, man, because we don't have a lot of solid dudes walking around that much no more. A lot of dudes, man, are just scumbags, man.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, man. Tell me about it, man. Especially the people that you look up to on YouTube. I don't have to name any names, but you know how that is. I'm like, bro,
they some fuck boys. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
But it is what it is, man. We're gonna move forward, push forward. We ain't gonna worry about the haters. We ain't gonna worry about shit. We just gonna push forward and fucking keep doing what we love doing, and everything will work out at the end.
Oh yeah, it will, man. Like I said, I look at this, 5-10 years from now. Like I said, man, hopefully the pandemic won't be an issue, but we can, like I said, support each other, meet somewhere, chill out somewhere, bro. It's gonna be cool, man, and talk about our success, man.
Exactly, man. We're gonna be looking back I'm gonna be fucking how old? 30 years old, 32 years old. I'm gonna look back damn, man, in 2030, the year 2030, I'm gonna be looking back at these times damn, man. I'm gonna be laughing back at this shit, because right now I've been struggling, I've been going through shit. We all been going through shit, bro. And we gonna look back at this time damn, man, we made it, man. We fucking made it, and we gonna fucking keep making it.
Yep, exactly, and then inspire others, So, and that's the whole beauty of it, man. So, and that's why I say I gotta, pay homage to my boys, like I said, my people, BMT, saying like you, DJ Killzone Jones, O'Shea, people like that, that's really rocking it, because I really feel like 10 years from now it's gonna pay off, So I guess 10 years from now you can see yourself this big producer, and you can see yourself inspiring kids. Can you see yourself speaking to kids, following, chasing their dreams and stuff 10 years from now?
Well, I don't see, that's the thing. A lot of people, they like to play this role model role. I don't necessarily want to be a role model, because me personally, I'm not perfect myself. I'm trying to better myself every day. There's a lot of dumb shit that I did in the past that was so fucking retarded. Not saying I did anything in the levels of EDP. I ain't no pedophile or nothing. I ain't raping anybody, but just typical dumb shit. and I'm just trying to better myself. You know, I'm trying to be a better person every day, and just stay out of harm's way, stay out of drama, stay out of stupid shit, and just make my mom proud and make my family proud, man, and make my dad proud, make everybody proud. So I'm just trying to, like, you know, learn from the mistakes I made in the past and just push forward, man. You know. Yeah. And that's about it. But, like, as far as the role model aspect, I don't want to be a role model because I feel like you putting that burden on yourself, because it's like you got to put on this perfect image for the kids. And me, I'm not fucking perfect. But I will tell the kids to make good decisions. Be careful who they trust. Be careful who they align themselves with, and make smart decisions. And I will also tell the kids that are coming after me to be better than me, and not make the same dumb mistakes I made, and not go down the path that I made. I will tell them that.
Okay. Fair. That's good, man. That's good, bro. I'm proud that you said that, man. Like I said, your mom, you know, smiling from heaven, man. You know, I'm very proud of you right now, because I know I've been, you know, seeing your posts on the community post, man. You know, stuff you was dealing with, man. And that's good that you're expressing yourself, man. But it's like, you know, yeah, you always got, you know, someone to talk to. Like I say, you got my number and everything, bro. So
I appreciate that, bro. And same here too, man. If you ever want to talk to me about anything, bro, like I said, man, you got my support. You got my number. You can always hit me up. And, you know, I don't even give a fuck if I'm tired. I don't even care if I'm busy at that moment. Like, I'm going to try my best to, like, see what you talking about and try to, you know, lighten the mood, man.
Yep, exactly, man. But that's good, man. But, you know, so I'm gonna wrap this up, man. But I appreciate you coming on here, UBM, man. I'm gonna have more, like I said, live chats. I'll come up with some other topics to talk about probably tomorrow. I might talk about the Invisible series. That was actually good. That was on Amazon Prime.
Yeah. I feel you, bro. I want to ask one question, because I ain't gonna be in this call too long, bro.
Yeah, I got you.
You watching that damn movie this Friday called Army of the Dead?
Army of the Dead.
It's on Netflix. It's gonna be by Zack Snyder. It's that zombie movie that's in Vegas.
I think I heard of it. I think I've seen the trailer. I might go check it out.
Yeah, it's that zombie movie that's in Vegas. But I mean, they say it's good. They got Maury Harwick from Power, the guy that plays Ghost. They got Dio Rosie, the guy from Sons of Anarchy that played Juice. You seen Sons of Anarchy, right?
Yeah,
the character Juice. Yeah, he's gonna be in the movie. Some other people's gonna be in the movie. Batista's gonna the wrestler Batista, the WWE wrestler Batista is gonna be in the movie. But I might check that out. My buddy told me the movie Monster was good too. The movie Monster with A$AP Rocky, John David Washington, aka Denzel Washington's son's in the movie. He told me that movie was good.
Okay, yeah, I'm always into you know, new movies. I might watch that. Yeah, I've been because I've been watching a lot of anime now. I'm starting to get into that in comics for some reason, but I actually like it. But I'm gonna get into that, man. Okay, yeah, most def, man. Actually, too, when June 25th come out, when June 25th comes along, they got a new Fast and Furious 9 movie coming out, so I'm gonna go ahead and watch that. I know people believe they milk the series, but I enjoy the series a lot. I like it, but that's just me personally.
Right.
You know, so but yeah, man, I'll check that out though. Okay. So you saying you watch a lot of movies and stuff.
Well,
I
think the last movie that I saw was I'm thinking of Ending Things. It was on Netflix. It's a movie with Jesse Plemons, the guy that played Todd in Breaking Bad, and then you had that chick Jessie. I forgot her last name, the white chick. It's a movie about them going on a road trip to go see Jesse Plemons' family, and just a lot of weird, crazy shit happened. It's hard to explain, but the movie is written and directed by the same guy that wrote Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, the Jim Carrey movie. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, that Jim Carrey movie with Kate Winslet. Charlie Kaufman, that's his name, Charlie Kaufman. He helped wrote and direct that movie. So if by any chance, if you got Netflix, see that movie. That movie will mindfuck you.
What's the name of that again?
I'm thinking of ending things.
Thinking of ending things. Okay.
Yeah, it's hard to really explain the plot because, like I said, the synopsis is a movie. They're taking like a road trip. They to go meet his parents, and just a lot of just weird, like crazy shit happening. It's hard to explain that. I couldn't even. Yeah, but you have to watch it for yourself.
Okay, cool. That new Mortal Kombat movie that came out on HBO.
No, I have not had a chance to.
Okay. Yeah, some people.
I'm trying to think of. I did see the Justice League movie. I didn't like the Snyder cut. I didn't like that movie.
He just. I heard what it was. It was too long, and he don't. I think with his movies, he has a hard time to get into the point. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He'd be like over explaining, and then I couldn't get into the movie. It was just too long, and I didn't care for the characters. It's like the movie did not need to be that long. Like Avengers Endgame. Like, I'm not a big Marvel MCU fan, but I thought Endgame was better than this movie. Like, at least Endgame has some entertainment values to it, even though the movie was kind of predictable in some areas, but it was enjoyable to watch. But this movie, it was just like, it was trying so hard to be super serious, dark. That's the problem I have with DC. Like, I don't mind movies being dramatic, but when you try to be super dark and serious and gritty, it's just like, man, this is...
Well, yeah, like I said very few actors very few directors that can get away with long movies. I'll say James Gunn, and then you got Christopher Nolan. You know, because he made long ass movies, but his movies actually make you think and they make you in tune to it. You're like, oh, okay, because I think he directed Tenet. That's what.
Tenet was my favorite movie of last year.
That was actually good, man. The beginning of the scene, I was like impressed because it's like when they went to the theater and the opera. I was like, oh, this is nice. This is well detailed. Yeah,
exactly. Like it kind of reminded me of some shit from The Dark Knight, like the way the movie opened up with the theater and you had that little score, like like the score in that movie was dope too. The music score in that movie was dope.
Oh yeah.
Bro, it was so intense, bro, because it's like it had you at the edge of your seat. But like that movie Tenet was dope, man. I don't care what nobody say. People say that movie was confusing and but I see me. I'm not a Christopher Nolan fan because I didn't like Inception. Like I thought Inception. I thought Inception was extremely overrated, but I liked it. Tenet was dope.
Yeah.
But I feel that beginning scene with the opera. And you had the security guards or the SWAT team guards, like
it was so emotional because I was hoping they will save these people in time before he detonate the bomb that was attached to these civilians. So and there was a lot of that's just like the tactics in there too, man. Like what I'm saying, he was in there blending in with the people that's dead. It was kind of interesting, man. I was like, okay, this is kind of creative. But I watch a lot of movies, man. I got to get into it. Me and my wife, we've been watching shows too, especially on Hulu. We got Hulu, we got HBO, we got Amazon Prime, so we be on it, because I used to go to the movies every week, like literally before the pandemic. Before the pandemic, I used to go like every Friday, every Saturday, go to the movies. Yep.
Right, I feel that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. I appreciate you and everything, man. I'm probably just gonna relax for the day and everything for the night. But yeah, man. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for everybody coming in too, man.
Yeah, shout out to Ugmug, man. Ugmug's the homie.
Oh yeah, Ugmug. I was like, oh, so he came. I was like, oh, So yeah, I was trying to see. My thing is, I was trying to go live I'm gonna try to go live every day. The reason is because I'm gonna interact with you guys, man. I like posting videos, but live is kind of cool. Yeah. So yeah, man.
When you saw the name Whoop, there it is, bro. That I like me personally, bro. When I come to these StreamYards, not to be on the troll shit. I like to shock. I like to surprise people. They be thinking it's some dude with a different name. No, it's UBM. It's just I go by different aliases.
Yeah, because I thought you was about to say, "Hey, F you, young Link," and then kick you, get out. I was like, man, I got the time for this. Yeah,
I had to because I don't know if you saw the chat backstage. I said, "Yo, this is UBM, bro." I just do that shit because I like to surprise people. People be thinking it's a different person. No, it's UBM. It's just under a different aliases. Whoop, there it is.
I'm like, bro, come on, man. It's No, it's funny though. I like it though. I like it. Hey, I like that too. I don't know if it's a Florida thing though, but y'all be wearing when y'all be wearing ski masks and stuff. I'm like, that got to be a Florida thing because a homeboy that I work with, he be talking about ski masks, and he from Florida. He from Tallahassee. I'm like, dog, like it's just a Florida thing. I just wear ski masks just because, like.
Well, see, me, I wear a ski mask because I don't show my face no more.
That's funny as hell. I like it though. It's creative. It's funny.
Because like me, bro, like I'm more low key, and plus like I said, I'm a big MF Doom fan. Like MF Doom wore mask, so it's like I put on a ski mask because it's like I don't want to show my face, man. It's just like I said, it's a lot of weirdos on the internet, bro. They just do weird shit.
Yeah, so bro.
Yeah. So that's why. That's why nowadays, man, I just wear my ski mask. Like I wear my ski mask. Like everybody else, y'all can show y'all faces if y'all want to. Y'all can put y'all business out there. Me, I'm not doing that no more. I'm just coming here, give my opinion, do my reaction videos, and just go about my day.
Yeah. I like your videos when it's funny. You're funny when you talk about you niggas still watching the Golden Globes. You niggas still watching the Super Bowl. You niggas still.
Yeah, bro. I have to speak in code now because YouTube will flag your videos, man. They took my damn George Floyd video down. So it's like nowadays I can't really be. I mean, I can still be myself because I'm still unapologetic. I still talk my ish. But it's like I can't really be myself 100% because it's like YouTube will strike my channel down. So I have to be very careful. I got to speak in code now. And I shouldn't have to do that shit because it's like, damn, bro, y'all trying to treat us like we're little kids when we're adults and shit. And it's like you got to speak in code now. You can't say certain things no more. You can't say certain groups. It's just annoying, bro. Like you have to like speak in code now. You got to speak encrypted now.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Like I said, that's why you don't see too many conspiracy channels on YouTube like that right now.
Yeah, I even stopped doing conspiracy videos because it's like
trying to get kind of
stuff. And plus that stuff gets boring because it's like all these people do. They make conspiracy videos, but at the end of the day, it's no solution. It's like, okay, you have all this knowledge about the Illuminati, the government, and people selling their souls and all this crap, and people being clones, but it's like, okay, you have all this knowledge. Why y'all not coming together doing something about it? And half of these people that's talking that conspiracy stuff, they ain't gonna bust no grip at the government. So it's like, ain't nobody trying to hear what they got to say.
Yeah, I think it's just good talk and discussion. It's just like, okay, I mean, like I said, assassination of Malcolm X. I'm like, all right, it's at the end of the day, it's just like, yeah, it's good talk. It's about it, but it's like, yeah, okay, what's the end goal result? You're just talking about it. I feel like if you talk. Let's look for a solution. That's all I'm about is the solution.
Exactly that, and that's exactly the motto I have for 2021. I'm all about solutions. I'm tired of this whole sitting on panels and talking about the same shit. It's like, bro, either y'all gonna get out in the streets and y'all gonna come together as some militant group and make a change, or just shut up. Nobody trying to hear all that shit. Like. Back in 2012, 2013, I was big on the whole conspiracy stuff.
Me too. I was. I used to watch that every day, all day. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like now as you get older, bro, that shit makes you depressed because it's like, damn, you already know that the world is screwed up. You already know that this system that we're living is so screwed up. What the hell do I look like sitting and watching a conspiracy video all day? All that's gonna do is make me depressed.
Now I will say this too, I was gonna take for the subject, because I know you're in Florida, man. So I know you were aware about these gas shortages, man.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I just put gas in my car the other day. Luckily.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, luckily I got my gas, but yeah, I heard about it. It's getting wild, man. It's getting
because where I'm at, in the part of Georgia I'm at, it is because that's not a conspiracy. That actually is happening because I actually drove past it. Me and my wife, we was driving when I was taking to our dental appointment, and it was a gas station, the little Kmart, not Kmart, but the Circle K, and it said gas shortages. It just said I had the little yellow plastic bag over all of the muzzles. It was to say, hey, gas shortages. Now I was like, dang, man. even on base where I'm at, is no gas right now. And I was like, dang. So, and you know, states that's affected is Virginia, Alabama, you know, Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee, but and some parts of Maryland. But I was just like, dang, man, and that just goes to show you, like, you know, just any little thing, man, can really affect you, bro. Like, it's kind of, you can prepare yourself for, like, you know, different, you know, natural disaster things that happen, but at the same time, though, you just never know when it's going to happen. Like, this is why I always try to, you know, never take anything for granted. You know what I'm saying? Just you know, just being grateful for what you have, man. I remember, like, I would never forget, like, just, you know, you going to the gas station freely and able to get gas. You don't have to worry about, you know what I'm saying, like, is it going to run out? You get what I'm saying? Now we got that stress. It's like, damn.
Bro, I be trying to warn people, man. I told people the beginning of the year, people was like, man, I can't wait for 2021. I told people what was finna happen. So it's like, you know, you get to the point in your life, if people don't listen, it's like you know, you said what you need to be said. You don't need to say no more. You just watch it happen. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, because 2020 was rough, but damn, like, it's a continuation, you know. Yeah.
So it's like, you know, nowadays it's like, you know, I don't say nothing no more. It's like I told people what was going to happen. I even risked my channel. So it's like, you know, nowadays it's like, hey, it is what it is. Like, hey, I told people what was gonna happen in these videos, and this was before I private all my videos, you know, due to the whole, you know, getting flagged and stuff. I told people what was gonna happen. So it's like people just gonna have to find out themselves. It's like you can only warn people so much. You can only tell people what's to come, and if they don't listen, it's on them. They just gonna have to find it for themselves.
Yeah, exactly, man. You know, but that's why I try to take every single day. You know, it's precious, man. You know, do what I can. Be productive. What can I do to better myself each and every single day, man? Because you never know what's going to happen. You got stuff that's going on in Israel right now. You know what I'm saying? Shooting off rockets at each other, the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip. So people die.
I saw that shit, man. And all I got to say to that, and not to go into depth about it, them issues think they slick. That's all I got to say. Them issues is out here wilding.
Yeah, it's 20 people got killed, 10 of them including children. Like, can you just imagine you just walk in and then your house just got bombed? Now you got no. It's just like, damn. Like,
my heart goes out to the Palestinian people that lost their life, man. But like I said, man, them issues is out of control. Wow.
Yeah. So I was just like, man, but that's why I'm trying to be grateful for everything, man. You know, and just live life at this moment, man. Just do what I can, you know, because the little time that we have, like I said, you know, just make the most of it, man. You know, it's how you gonna impact others. That's why I'm on, you know.
Exactly, man. Like, you know, that's exactly what I'm trying to do, man. I'm just trying to get my life together and just be on the right track, man. I mean, I still got a lot of improvement to do myself, a lot of growing to do, but I'm getting there, you know?
It's like I said, it's a work in progress, but you're good, man. You're doing all right. You know what I'm saying? You're in 20s, 23, you know what I'm saying? In my late 20s, you're getting there. And learning experiences, all this stuff is gonna happen, man. You know, so you know, you're gonna get married one day, have children, you're gonna be good.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm still debating, but if I do have children, it's probably gonna be the age of 40.
40?
The age of 40. I think at that time, like, that'd be a perfect time to have children, but it might be sooner than later, like probably my late 30s or mid 30s, but I don't know. But I do see myself having a beautiful wife one day. Yeah, and like, you know, we living happily ever after, driving to the sunset. I mean, exactly. Riding off to the sunset, holding hands and like saying kumbaya songs, like kings and queens type of shit. Like, yeah.
Listen to UBM beats. You know, I like
listen to UBM beats while we making sweet love and
right. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie though. When you be going live making those beats, like you say you did the dedication for your mom, I was like, okay. I mean, these beats are nice, man. You
Yeah,
know,
because I ain't gonna lie, bro. I didn't have no plans like going live. I was just gonna chill. But I was like, since it's Mother's Day, I'm pretty sure there's some people out there that ain't heard this EP. Like, cause that's the thing about me, man. When people watch my channel, bro, they think I just make videos. They don't know I produce. They don't know I make beats. They don't know they don't know that side of me. They just think, oh, I just sit on YouTube and just make videos. They don't know that I've been making beats for years. It's just that lately I've been trying to embrace that side, and now I'm getting into rapping. Now I'm starting to rap now. So it's like, you know, I'm telling you, man, like the way I'm coming, bro. I'm moving in silence, bro. You know, I'm trying to surprise people, because like when I come with it, bro, people be like, oh, I didn't know you produce. I didn't know you make beats. I didn't know you rap. Like, damn, bro, like what do you do?
That's funny that Kanye West started off like that. He's one of the best rappers ever, you know, and one of my favorites, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, you know, that dedication, you know, starting it off, and now he's ventured out to fashion and other things. But yeah, man, you can do it, man. It's just you know, be jack of all trades, really, man, you know, and to try to master a craft too. And that's why I might make a video about that tomorrow, maybe Friday. But like, you know, like you gotta try to master something creative, man. Like, you know, like music. That's so important, man. You know, because that's so universal. Because I feel like, you know, anybody can be listening to your stuff, you know, that you don't even know, all over the world. Like, you can impact somebody, bro, just for you recording something in the studio. And I just feel like, you know, that shit lives forever. And this is why artists are always so adamant, like, bro, let me own my masters. Like, you know what I'm saying? I see how important that is.
Yeah, but nowadays, man, you gotta move silently, because that's the thing. That's how people, man. That's how our leaders that came before us, they tried to own something. You know what happened to them. So it's like,
exactly,
nowadays you can't tell the enemy what you're doing. You gotta move silently, and you gotta play chess. See, yeah. Nowadays I'm all about chess moves. Like, I don't let nobody know what I'm doing. I don't let nobody know my moves. Like, I move silently. Like, you know, like years ago. You know, like I used to I used to do wild shit, but now it's like, as I'm growing and making better decisions and moving different now, moving smarter now, you just got to move silently. You don't tell everybody your plans.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. That's so true, man. You know, yeah, because, you know, anybody can use that against you. Like I say, you got haters, people, you know, try to sabotage you. Yeah, that stuff comes in, you know, so yeah, man. But I feel like, you know, whatever you're doing, like in the, you know, you grind and stuff, it's gonna come to light, man. You know, eventually. So look at artists like Tech9, it's individuals like him, independent. You know what I'm saying? So like, they made it. Like, you can do it. You know, it's just all about that effort, man. You know.
Yeah, you gotta grind. You gotta be consistent. I mean, it ain't gonna happen overnight. You know, nothing happens overnight. Like, shit, bro. Like, I have 4K subscribers. I don't get a lot of views in every video, but I still keep going. You know, you just gotta keep being consistent, and also networking too. Networking is very important, you know.
Yep. That's so true. Getting yourself out there, man. Yep. Yeah, you just never know. Like I say, you never know when it's your big break. And this is why I love the beauty of this, man. People still commenting. I had some people that's commenting on my old videos I made like years ago. Like, you know, it's just an amazing feeling, though, you know.
Bro, you know what's crazy, bro? I did an interview with Ade Hakeem.
Okay.
You probably don't know who Ade Hakeem. He's an underground legend, underground artist.
I heard of him.
That video is still blowing to this day. That video came out in February of this year. And that video is still doing numbers, man. Because you know, I interview a well-respected underground artist. But yeah, man, like, just, you know, you just got to keep at it, man. Like I said, you're gonna get your big break. You know, you know, people, and that's the thing. But people think, oh, you know, I gotta do this now. Like, I understand. None of us want to be that 30-year-old dude. Like, damn, bro, I didn't use my youth and shit. But sometimes in life, like, people don't get successful till later. Like, Griselda didn't get successful till like their 30s. Freddie Gibbs didn't start getting his props to like his late 30s and 40s. So like, and Samuel Jackson, like, and I didn't even notice too, Samuel Jackson didn't start getting his break till he was like 45 years old. And that was with Pulp Fiction. Yeah. With Quentin Tarantino. Yeah, I was like, damn, man. So it's like,
I ain't know that either. I was like, yeah, because I'm like, shoot, bro. And now he's in like, all these movies and stuff like that, man. Because at one time he wasn't even majoring like in music. I think he was doing something like engineer or biology, something like that. And he got into like theater. But I was like, wow.
Yeah, man, that's people gotta understand, bro. Nobody starts out on top. Everybody starts out struggling to get to where they at. And that's why I like that J. Cole documentary, because like, he talked about it, how he was 20, like he was around the same age as me. Well, I mean, I didn't go to college. I mean, I went to an audio school. And got my certification. But like J. Cole, he went to college, got his degree, graduated, and he didn't know what the fuck he wanted to do. He was broke as hell. So he was like, should I get a job or do this music shit? He did the music shit. And he just was consistent, practice, kept being consistent, and look where he's at now. So it's like everybody when they blow up, they come from struggling. To get to where they at.
That's true. Yep. And that's the big motivation, man.
Right.
Boy. This was a really good show.
Yeah, this was really good, man. I mean, it's really good. 3 people watching, but that's okay. Hey, that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out a good title for this when I upload this on my channel, because I'm uploading this tomorrow, probably around noon. So yeah, I'm trying to figure. I mean, we could probably call it the UBM and Young Lee Jr. show, or
if you chop it up, we can talk about I don't know, something catchy. Yeah, UBM.
Or the title would be UBM and Young Lee Jr. chopped it up about Joe Budden firing Rory and more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then I could put my beats in the background, like just loop. Like I could put like a one beat, just loop it in the background throughout.
Yeah, for real, man. I like support my boy. I share it. I'm gonna share this, on my timeline and stuff like that. But just share this on Twitter. So yeah, it'll be it'll be cool.
But yeah, bro, I gotta get going, man. Appreciate you having me on, bro, and salute to you, man.
Yeah, you too, bro. Thanks for tuning in.
All right, bro. Peace.
Peace, man. Yep. All right, guys. Well, that concludes it. Thank you guys for coming in, tuning in. Like I said, you can like, comment, subscribe, share this video. You guys, we got the super chat going too as well. I appreciate everybody coming in here. So I might be here tomorrow. But yeah, that's all I really got to say. I'm out. Deuces.